One on this homestand. What were the high points for you about how your team got these wins?
I think in general, the high point is, establishing our home floor that this is going to be a tough place to come win a game. And a lot of that is the way we're playing. A lot of that is our fans, the energy in the building. There's a really good vibe about the team. The fans feel it. And so it's exciting. So great way to kind of start the year. But now we got to go out on the road, and it's going to get a lot tougher. But we obviously are, very happy to be where we are.
I don't want to say surprised, but were you kind of surprised about how dominant all these wins are? I mean, all 7 were by double digits. I mean, you kind of cruise all home.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them have been tough games for a long period of time. I thought the first half felt like a playoff game tonight. Chicago's fast, obviously playing, without one of their best players in Vucevic. They were down a man. So I think their depth was hurt, and that's what allowed us to wear them down. But I feel like during this homestand, we had a lot of these games that were close for a long time, and our defense really kind of wore on people, and that's a great sign because you've got to be able to rely on your defense to win tough games.
Steve, you guys have done this a few times over the past few years, and that is in the third quarter, something clicks and you guys build leads and extend leads. Tonight, you win by 18 in the third quarter. It's becoming a habit again. Can you put your finger on what's happening in the third quarter where you guys are able to create separation?
Just incredible halftime adjustments from the coaching staff. That's the main thing. I don't know. I think we have so much continuity with our guys. Steph and Draymond and Loon, Andre coming back. Obviously, Wiggs has now been here a few years, so I think they get a really good feel for their opponent in the first half, and they just have a sense of how to stifle a team defensively. That's always been the key to our third quarter runs over the years. It's the defense that triggers the offense, and I thought that was the case again tonight.
I wanted to ask you about 2 aspects of Kuminga's night tonight. First, you put him on DeRozan. What did you think of him on DeRozan?
Other than the first pump fake that he bid on, did a great job. DeRozan's the kind of guy you just have to make earn his points, and he's going to score just because of talented he is. You just want to make it as inefficient as possible, and I thought Jonathan did that. He stayed on him. He didn't bite on the fakes after the first one. DeRozan made a couple jumpers over the top, but all in all, I thought he did a really good job.
Then the other thing, in the fourth, you had him up top with the ball, Steph setting screens. What do you like, especially, looking into the future potentially with him? What do you like about that type of action?
Well, I think one of Jonathan's strengths as a rookie is his passing ability. You saw it in the summer league, and we saw it in training camp before he got hurt. He's got a good knack for driving and kicking, finding shooters, and so we decided to go to that action just to see if we could get him into some space, and he got into space, made some really nice plays, and got downhill a couple times. Got to the rim and hammered home dunks. It was really exciting. He's really earned the minutes he's getting. He had a great scrimmage yesterday in our 4-on-4 that we played with the young guys. His attitude, his approach over the last week. You have to remember he missed 3 weeks, so he basically missed most of camp, and so he was swimming upstream a little bit. And I think over the last week he's made huge strides, and we wanted to reward him.
Do you feel like that, it could be minutes in the next few games, or is it still kind of outside looking in a little bit?
As long as he goes out there and runs the floor and plays defense and takes care of the ball and passes like he did tonight. And we're going to continue to give him opportunities. But it'll be a day-to-day, week-to-week thing, depending on how he's doing, depending on the health of our team. We need him to develop, and and we want to do it in a healthy way. If that means there's a night where he goes to Santa Cruz and plays 35 minutes to get extra time, I think that's still a possibility. That's always a possibility. And in the meantime, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing. He's really made a lot of strides in the last week.
I got one more. I got to think about what it was. Steph and Draymond have this thing where, you know, they read each other's minds. I mean, we can see it. It happened a couple of times today where, you know, they didn't have to talk. It just happens. Is it too simple to say that just happens over years of playing together? Is it more to it than that?
No, that's all it is. It's also two guys who are really smart basketball players, but you can't overstate the importance of the continuity and what they've built together here, you know, over the last decade. It's pretty incredible to watch them work together.
And are you at all a little bit worried about logging these minutes? I mean, there are times when he looks like he's kind of laboring out.
I check in with him every day. You know, he's been great all season, and maybe the best thing is that he's healthy and feeling great. So he's just been fantastic. His defense, his toughness, he gives us a grit and an edge, and you know, the verticality at the rim, great screener. Loon's really a fine player, and it's fun to see him healthy. I know I've said it many times, but it's one of my favorite guys just because of the way he carries himself and approaches every single day. He's just a rock solid guy who's part of the foundation of this group.
Let's go one on Zoom here for Christos.
Hello, coach. Congratulations on the win. Your overall defense this season is really, really good. And you have a very big progress than last season. How could you explain that? And what are the aspects that you improve a lot this season on defensive end?
The defensive improvement?
Yes.
Well, I think we were pretty good last year too. You know, we had the 5th ranked defense in the league last year. But I think this year, the addition of Andre, you know, his return along with, you know, having Gary Payton playing a prominent role has given us 2 all-world defenders to add to the mix. And, you know, Draymond is always the key to everything we do, and he anchors the defense, he and Loon. I think Steph is having an outstanding defensive season. But, you know, we've been at it for a lot of years, so we have continuity, but we've added some excellent players too.
Actually, one more for Colin. Go ahead, Colin.
Thanks, Raymond. Coach, obviously the schedule is going to even out over the course of the year, but for a team with so many new pieces, some young guys, are you happy that it wasn't helpful to have this stretch of the season with the long homestand, some favorable opponents early in the year as opposed to later?
Yeah, I think with this team, Colin, it was favorable to play all these home games and get off to a quick start out of the gates and build some confidence, build some rhythm. You know, we've kind of found some rotations, patterns that we like, and it was, you know, with some new guys, it's definitely helpful to have the homestand to start out.